What's up, y'all? You know what it is. It's wise words from a grown man. If you understand, you understand. If you don't, then man, deuces. Two times. Man, you already know what it is. I keep telling y'all. Back for part two. Part two, I was telling y'all about some mental health issues that people form as a blister on their heart and their mind because of the experiences that they have had in their lifetime. And the post traumatic stress I was talking about in the other video was an everyday beat down in your head that you're below someone else because of the color of your skin or because of your financial um, situation. So I'm gonna skip ahead on this one and jump right into some um, experiences as an adult. Um, like I said in the last video, if y'all know me or know where I'm at and you know what I've done and you know what I'm about. My dad, he had a business, barbecue business. And when we first started, we had so much resistance, man. And I seen things that made me cringe. The favoritism and nepotism that I seen in this community. People who work in offices, I'll say offices because if you say certain offices, then people will be like, well, he's talking about me because I've dealt with him. People that work in offices, people that work in restaurants, people that work in factories, people that work in what is it called? The temporary offices and things of that sort. It's, it's who you know. That's how life works. The nepotism is real. What I mean by nepotism is quick pro quo. You do something for me, I'll do something for you. Your family knows my family. I went to school with you. We were friends. I used to spend the night over your house all the time. These people grow into adolescents, teenagers, adults. When they get to the adults stages, they work. And when they work at different places. All those places I named. So, you see people that you went to high school, they come straight out of high school with a top notch job right away. I'm like, they didn't go to college. They don't have no degree. How did he get that job? How did she get that job? Nepotism, favoritism. I'm not going to say the last tism, figure it out. But I say, hey, I'm a good person. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret because a lot of people may not know this about me and a lot of people might. My wife sure knows. When I feel like I'm being disrespected or I feel like you trying to get over on me or I feel like you think you know more than me, I've been fighting with this because I am a Christian man now. I wasn't back then. Because I would rock your chin. if I felt that way and you was disrespecting me, we come on, let's go out here in this middle of the street, this patch of grass, whatever. Can't lose in no house. Let me leave that alone. But anyways, if I felt that way, I'm gonna let you know as well. I didn't have the couth that I have now. I wasn't as articulate speaking. I gave you that slanguage, that ghettoism, that gangsterism, because I wanted you to know that wasn't me. I was raised in a Christian home, listening to Rand Sallin, the Mighty Clouds of Joy. That's what I grew up on. I didn't grow up in the hood, but I grew up in the hood, if you dig what I'm saying. If you don't, I'll break it down for you. You know, you could be born somewhere, but you ain't a part of that. You dig? You could be born in a family of gang members, and you ain't a gang member. You got the choice to be one, but you're not. We grew up in the hood, South Side, 80s. But we wasn't hood. At least us kids wouldn't. My mom and dad grew up a little different. So, but I don't think they was hood. Now my dad was the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He gone. God bless the dead. But my dad was the real thing. And the way he talked to us, the way he treated us, the way he cared for us, and the way he took care of us and his whole family. I asked him one time, I said, Pops, I said, your skill set, your swag, how you talk to people, my dad could have got anything he wanted to if he was, if he wasn't, God gave him everything he wanted anyways. But I'm talking about in a fashion of worldly, if he was in them streets like he used to be. My dad was cold-blooded, like as in the fact of I call him the people whisperer. He could talk to anybody, and that's where I get it. You know what I'm saying? I call it God's glow, because I said it can either be used for good or it can be used for bad. Because I'm so cold-blooded with the mouth, and I don't need to prove it. Just ask about me. I can talk that talk. I can get in the hood. You feel me? Or I can be up there and in a boardroom speaking the most eloquent way that's possible. I got the best of both worlds 2 times. You feel me? 2 times. I'm going to talk that talk. That's what I do that well. So, and there's no malice or intent with me. This is just my gift. And it's for the Christ in me. And it's it's to help people. So I try my best to do that and not use my gift for other things, if you dig what I'm saying. I used to, and I was good at it. Boy, when I tell you I was good, I was good. But I wasn't good as I could have been, if you dig what I'm saying. If you don't know, I'll break it down for you. I didn't do what other people did. I didn't do what other dudes did. Me and my brother, I was a twin. If you don't know, you know now. You feel me? Rest in heaven, my brother. I almost say I'm trying not to be more personal when I make videos and stuff. But rest in heaven, Dad. Rest in heaven, Tori. I just said his name. I don't care. Whatever. But he was cold too. He was a cold piece. My dad my brother, me, and then we got my little brother. We all was cold pieces when it came to females. It's gonna tie in. I'm gonna get back there. But you gotta understand my mind frame of what I had to do to cope with the mental health issues of the male persuasion mostly. It was rare that a woman was racist and talking that stuff. It was some of them here, I can tell you that. But it was mostly the men. So, like I was saying, we was cold blooded. We didn't have no problem with the female persuasion, the fifis. You know what I'm saying? They were the key to me being, how do you say, comfortable being in a place where I knew they didn't want me to be. And when I'm saying me, I'm talking about my experiences, not my brothers, not my dad's. They had their own because we heard about it. But I'm telling you about my experience right now. So to be in a place that I wanted to be comfortable and it was uncomfortable, the females and getting my way with them in a certain aspect it sufficed me. Because if not for the fifis, and I call them fifis because that's short for females, we call the dudes the hard ankles. I don't want to be around no hard legs or no hard ankles. Get them out of here. And this situation right here is what led into many arguments with my better half because I had become accustomed to being around females all the time. It was rare you see me around dudes, riding in the car with them, hanging at the park with them. I'm looking for the females. Not on no, nothing nefarious, but I just felt comfortable and I felt safe around them. They treated me as I treated them. Got in a lot of fights over females because dudes like, what you doing hanging with them black dudes? Stay away from them black dudes. We don't mix with no black dudes. And I'm like, there's black dudes that are bad, white dudes that are bad. Every race got dudes that are bad. How do you know that I'm not a good one? Person, I mean, not color. How do you know I'm not a good person? You're not even giving me a chance. That's how it was. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Back on the mental strain that it had on my heart and my mind. I'm like, I gotta fight this dude again. I gotta fight this dude at the bus stop. I gotta fight this dude in the school bathroom. I gotta fight this dude at the park. I gotta fight this dude in the alley. If you literally could be inside my head to see what mental health of racism does to a person. If I didn't have God, I'm telling you right now, the anger that I used to have, they said he's trouble. The people that I did I've gotten a couple of things with the court and stuff. Not a lot. Maybe two instances that I got in trouble, and both of them was for fighting. One of them was for some fighting for racism stuff. Another one was for fighting for my sister. Some dude disrespected my sister, and he was looking up. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, I wasn't a bad kid, didn't get in trouble and all that, And I said, okay, if I'm not in trouble and I'm not breaking in people's houses and fighting all the time because I wanted to, not because I had to. It's a difference. If I'm fighting to protect myself, we gonna fight every day. But I ain't looking for no fight. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll get back to the part where I always bring it back. I remember I was talking about the nepotism and stuff. So these dudes I went to school with, they up in the companies that I'm trying to get hired at, or that other people are trying to get hired at, and they like, them ends ain't working here. I'm running this. One dude told me one time, I ain't gonna say where he worked, but if I said where he worked, you'll probably know who he is. He was like, I'm throwing that away as soon as you leave out of here, that application. I said, why? He was like, because I don't be around black people. He told me that straight up. And the person I am, I probably be sitting pretty on some cash right now. But I didn't, I just left the office with disgust. And I see him every day. I wave at him and talk to him. He never wave at. I said he's still on that. Some people got that down in the pit of their heart. But I didn't go turn them in. I didn't try to make a formal. I didn't. I just said I don't care. I'd rather not be working around nobody that feel that way about me, anyways. And you don't know nothing about me. I never done nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got a good work ethic, but a lot of my work that I done, I was the target on my job. Like a lot of Caucasian people that are prestigious in Sydney, Ohio. Look at me just telling everything, but it don't matter. I don't care. Um, y'all don't have any idea if you're not um having financial problems in your life, you don't worry about it. You taking 2 and 3 trips a year, taking the whole family on vacation. You ain't never have to worry about your light bill or no water bill. You don't even think like that. You know what I'm saying? You just go buy a new car on the whim. If you in that tax bracket, you'll never understand. Like being down below you, financial people are people of your color that are in the financial realm of where we are. They get treated like trash too, but you still be above us when it comes to certain things. So if I didn't see this, I wouldn't say it. I stand on the side of truth. And check this out, man. I got to do something, but I'm going to come back and do part 3. So this is wise words from a grown man. If you understand, you understand. If you don't, then man, deuces 2 times. Man, you already know what it is.